Let's stay away from the guys who try to humble us.
If I tell you that I'm used to a certain thing, you will not give me less to try to humble me. And then a lot of times these guys know who you are when they sign up. They either one, did their research on you before they even said anything to you. Or two, once they see your presence and see what you represent, they're like, oh, I gotta come hard. But then you have the ones that say, oh, she thinks she's better, I'm about to humble her and give her less. Ladies, walk away from that trash ass, insecure ass man. We don't do humble. I don't even do humble for myself, so I'm not going to do it for you. If I'm used to eating Ruth Chris every week for lunch by myself, why would I want to tag along with you to eat McDonald's? And then you want me to be grateful because at least I gave you McDonald's. You're out of here. You gotta go. Ladies, don't humble.
If you're attractive and you're dating someone who's not as attractive than you, they most likely will try and take you down a peg. If it's a man, you're not that attractive. I've dated people that are more attractive than you. You're like a 6, a 7. Run. That is a sign of an insecure man, because he knows you're too good for him and he wants to take you down a peg. Also, if you have rejected this man as well, he knows what he's doing. He's trying to take you down so you go and give him a chance again. Don't do it, girl. Don't take insults from people that are beneath you, because you know what they're trying to do? They're trying to humble you. Don't ever let yourself be humble. Don't be humble. You're hot. Own it. Recently happened to a friend of mine who was a 10. A 10. She is stunning. She is perfect. And a man who was bold and looked like he stuck onto earth after she rejected him said that she was a 7. After she rejected him. Let that sink in. And I know people are entitled to their opinion, but your opinion is wrong when it's after someone has rejected you. You literally just want to hurt them and it won't work. And my friend laughed. Do you know why? Because she knows she's a 10 and she knows that she hurt that man's ego.
One thing a narcissist will do, or a toxic man will do, which is not spoken about often, is that they'll try to humble you. They'll make like little subtle comments about your looks, or, you know, let's say if you're on some type of diet or fitness journey, they'll, you know, make remarks about what you're eating, or, you know, you wear something nice and they're like, oh, you know, it'll look even better once you lose that last 10-15 pounds. It's like a kind of like a backhanded compliment, because it's like a compliment and also an insult at the same time. And be especially aware and pay attention to how covert narcissists, because covert narcissists will do this so subtly that you kind of feel like, were they insulting me, or was that just a joke? Like, you know, it'll be done in such a way that it's so subtle that when you bring it up to them, they'll gaslight you and be like, well, I was just joking, you're so sensitive, I didn't mean it like that. So then your whole time you're questioning yourself, and this is where the crazy making comes in, because you're like, wait a minute, you know, maybe I am just being a little overly sensitive. But nah, they were fucking throwing jabs at you, and, you know, basically doing it in a very subtle way where you really can't call them. It's kind of hard to call them out because it's so subtle. And sometimes it's, like I said, a compliment and an insult combined together. So again, it's very hard to, you know, call them out on it. And when you do, they'll gaslight you and say that you're just tripping. The whole time they really were devaluing you by throwing an insult and disguising it as a joke. So, and covert narcissists are the best. They're very crafty at this. They're the most crafty at this because it's so indirect and, again, subtle. They'll also, another way they'll try to do this is by maybe triangulating you with another family member or a friend. For example, like if you have a young teenage daughter and she's pretty, they'll be like, oh, you never looked like that when you were younger. You look nothing like that. And it's just like, huh? So they're triangulating you and also devaluing you in the same sentence and trying to humble you. It's crazy. So you really have to pay attention to these things. And when it happens, if you doubt yourself, please journal it. So that way, when it happens again, you can see the repeated pattern that you're not crazy. They really are devaluing you and they really are trying to humble you.
Something that I've noticed is that it's literally always the ugly men trying to humble you. I have never, ever, not once in real, actual life been humbled by a sexy ass man. Like, nope, he's not doing it, baby. He is not doing it. Actually, those men, the confident, secure, strong, sexy, beautiful, gorgeous, stunning, amazing hotties, they want you to pop your shit, baby. They want you to pop your fucking shit. And those men, they be getting everything.
Who tries to humble you is secretly jealous of you. Because if my man doesn't gas me up, I don't want on them. I needed to have the same energy of those guys who talk to themselves in my DMs. Or what are we really doing here? Are we partners or frenemies? Nothing gets me going like a congratulations. Wow, you look good. Or my favorite, I'm so proud of you. I try to surround myself with people that want to see me win, not break me down. We're trying to be J and B, not Blueface and Krishan. Now, I am a Capricorn, so I do love witty banter from time to time. But watch your mouth, because my love language is words of affirmation. So if you're negging me, making jokes in front of our friends, or breaking me down, how do you call that love? If you call that love, I'm calling up my new man, one with manners, because this situation, it ain't it.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Kindly subscribe to this beautiful channel. So in today's video, guys, we'll be talking about a very important topic. Okay, so our topic for today: why some men always feel the need to humble women. So we've seen like what's been happening, and I just want to share my true sense, like what I think about today's video. So I had to put the videos together so that you watch and learn, and I'm just here to share with you what I think, whether it's on social media, in relationship, or even in the workplace. This behavior keeps showing up, and it's worth it talking about it. If you've ever been in a situation where you feel like a guy was trying to bring you down, okay, then this one is for you. Let's get into it. This is not a new thing. Women have always had to deal with being taught to tone it down, or to that they are too much. Whether you're talking about being successful, confident, outspoken, or just happy in your own skin, there's this pressure from some men to remind women to stay humble or in their place. But why does this happen so often? What's really going on here? The first thing we have to address is the society has long conditioned men to see women as needing to fit into certain roles: supportive, quiet, and in the background. When a woman steps aside of those boundaries, it challenges the expectations men have raised with. So if a woman is confident, outspoken, or just standing firm in her value, some men interpret that they are threats. Okay, they feel the need to humble her, not because there's something wrong with her, but because it disrupts the way they behave. They've been taught to see some gender roles. Another big factor at the play here is fragile masculinity. This is when a man's sense of worth or strength is easily shaken, especially in the presence of a woman who's confident, who's successful. It's like he's been taught his whole life that his value is in being the man, the one who is smarter, strong, or more capable. But when he meets a woman who challenges that, he feels insecure. Instead of dealing with those feelings or growing from them, he tries to humble her, hoping it will make him feel better. Spoiler alert, it never does. Okay, this insecurity often leads to controlling behavior, criticism, or trying to make a woman feel smaller. It's all about maintaining the sense of superiority. We also have to consider the deeper rooted conditioning that has been brought or present for centuries. Historically, men have had more power, and women were expected to be submissive or blaming on men for their wealthy insecurity. Even though we've made great strides in equality, those old ideas still linger. So when a woman steps into her power, it triggers a reaction in some men who have been conditioned to think that they must put her in her place. It's like their brains are hardwired to think that a woman's success somehow diminishes their own. This humbling can show up in so many ways. It might be subtitle, like little back-headed compliments, or it might be more obvious, like trying to undercut her accomplishment or question her decision, or other things. Like it could happen in a relationship where a guy might feel the need to control her, how his partner dresses, talks, or behaves to make sure she does not outshine him. The truth is, anytime someone tries to humble another person, it's because they're dealing with their own issues, not because the person they're humbling is doing something wrong. So how do we handle this? First, women need to recognize their own power and worth and refuse to let anyone dim the light. If someone feels they need to humble you, that's a reflection of them. not you. Stay firm in your value and surround yourself with people who lift you, not try to bring you down. And to men watching, if you ever catch yourself trying to humble a woman, take a step back, ask yourself why. Is it because you feel threatened, insecure? Recognizing this is the first step toward personal growth. At the end of the day, this is not about women needing to challenge who they are. It's about some men needing to unlearn outdated, toxic behavior and grow into better vision of themselves. So let's keep encouraging women to stand tall and confident, and let's challenge those old ideas that anyone needs to be humbled just because for shining. That's what I think. Yeah, so guys, we need to do that. Okay, you don't need to have this mindset, I need to humble her, she's doing good, she's doing greater things. That's also a jealous type. Okay, so you need also to support your wife, be there for your wife. Even if she's your girlfriend, you have to be there. So yeah, that's my thought for today's video. So all I can say, leave your comments in the comment section what you think about today's video, because it's so interesting, guys. Yeah, so I'll see you in my next episode. All I can say is bye for now.